So this is a tricky one to see. I'm going to talk about it because this has been playing at various Alamo Drafthouse theaters around the country. And the way the Alamo does their thing now is things don't always play at every theater at the same time. It's not like a Fathom Events thing where, on Tuesday, July 23rd, you're going to see this movie. It's a movie that's in rotation for them. I don't know how easy it is to see anywhere else. I think it was a festival film. It might actually also be, now that I come to think of it, this movie may be streaming on Shudder. It is Phil Tippett's Mad God. This is a film that Phil Tippett, if you know your Industrial Light and Magic history, if you know your Star Wars history, Phil Tippett was one of the guys who worked in special effects on the Star Wars and Indiana Jones movies and the blockbusters of the 80s. And a side project he's been working on forever is this film, Mad God. It is a fully stop motion picture, feature length. And I had the opportunity to see it at my local Alamo Drafthouse, and I was like, wow, this is really unusual. I literally could have watched it that morning streaming, but I was like, I want to see this in a theater. And it was quite an experience. It's certainly not for everybody. Somebody said it was like the world's longest Tool video. I don't really know Tool very well, so I believe them. It does look like a 90s, early 2000s alternative music video. It's basically you follow this strange little character that does not speak and is in like a suit of armor or a diving suit. It is sent by this strange society that is all just made of like scraps and bits and pieces of things, and it looks post-apocalyptic. They are sent down, way down into this like other world to, I don't even remember what the story was. There's really not much of a story. This is really a visual experience. And as I say, it is a feature length or so. And it is this character just moving through these very strange environments and meeting strange other creatures. It's very gross. It has all bodily fluids are represented, and gore and decayed things, and things are made out of other things. And it's really almost impossible to really describe this film because there isn't really much of a linear story beyond this group or society sends an individual somewhere to get something and bring it back. And you just see this bizarre, these realms that this creature passes through. I'm glad I saw it in a theater. If I had tried to watch this at home, I would have probably shut it off. Theater viewing requires a commitment. It's a commitment to leave your house, to spend money, and also to sit there and watch it. And ideally in the theater, there's no distractions. You're sitting there, you're looking at a screen, you can't pause it, you can't stop to go to the bathroom and get food. You can do those things, but you'll miss it. It just causes you to just focus on this a little bit more. You don't have your phone lighting up. You shouldn't have your phone lighting up next to you, or, oh yeah, I have to do that thing. You're just watching it. If I was at home, I would have shut this off because it wasn't engaging me strongly, and I would have just moved on to something else. That's, people talk about streaming that way, where the number of movies that are never finished on streaming, you just dial something up, everything's disposable. I don't like it, let's put something else on. Here you have to stay to the end. So I did. And yeah, it was, I can't say that I liked it, but I greatly appreciated the amount of effort it took to make this. It was, as the legend goes, it was made, it might have been shown in shorter form here and there over the years, but it was made over the course of like 30 or 40 years. Stop motion is an incredibly time-consuming process, and there was so much to this. And you look at it and you're like, okay, this isn't CGI. Not that that doesn't take talent, but everything here you're seeing, I believe, is physical. Every one of those buildings, every little bit of debris, every vehicle, every creature, every little thing, somebody had to sculpt, mold, paint, shape, create, and then reposition. If it's something that's moving, every frame you're repositioning it. It's a massive amount of work. I would love to see a making of, a making of on this. So this is out there. This is currently on Shudder, so you can watch it right now. You could have turned my babbling mouth off and watched it right now. It is also theatrical. I would highly recommend the theatrical experience solely because there's so much detail packed into every frame. I don't care how big you think your TV is, you're not going to see it all at home. And some of these are very large scale scenarios that this character moves through. And again, on the theater screen, you can kind of put yourself in that world a little bit more. So available streaming and theatrically, very selectively, is Phil Tippett's Mad God.